Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Owen Benjamin this past Friday was demonetized on YouTube, and that was the same day that my book was banned from Etsy and Bonanza, the two places it was for sale. The reason why is because Friday, March 15th, was the 74th day of the year. Owen Benjamin and myself were punished for the exact same reason, for questioning the Holocaust. In my book, I have the dates published in the book of all the times the New York Times reported prior to World War II that 6 million Jews had been killed or were dying. And I gave the specific dates of the New York Times publications in the book so anyone can verify it. The New York Times even used the word Holocaust before World War II happened. So, why on the 74th day of the year? Of course, I know why. I've been educating about the number 74 for 6 years and how important this number is to the Jewish people. And it's why 2 years ago on the 74th day of the year, every single online account I have was hacked. Every single account, even my Skype. So, I'm used to getting picked on the 74th day of the year. Owen Benjamin, he doesn't seem to have a clue. So hopefully he sees this video so he can learn something. A favorite practice of Jewish Kabbalists is the practice of coding numbers into words. It comes from Jewish mysticism, which is Kabbalah. In Kabbalah's Book of Formation, it's stated that God created the world by merging the letter with the number with the word. If you write out the word Jewish, it sums to 74. If you write out the word Gematria or Gematria, it sums to 74. This is the practice of coding numbers into words. If you write out English, it sums to 74. This is occult knowledge, meaning it's hidden. Occult is 74. A lot of special words connected to this number. And just to make a point, within the Christian faith, the Messiah is Jesus, the English translation of Yeshua. Jesus is 74. If you look up the name Joshua, it's actually the English translation of Jesus. Joshua is also 74. The word Messiah is 74. The word gospel is 74. The word parables is 74. The word cross is 74. There's not a lot of words that actually sum to 74, but within this related set of words, a lot of overlap with 74. Case in point, out of the 50 states in the United States, only the 33rd state, Oregon, sums to 74. So don't get the idea that every word sums to 74. If you use the United States, 2% of words sum to 74. Gematria is about pairing words that have relationships and numerical value. So coming back to Jesus, you'll notice Jewish people often write the name God G-D. They omit the O. G-D. What is that? G's the 7th letter and D's the 4th. So G-D is 7-4. And anyhow, what happened to Owen Benjamin as well as myself is we were taken down by the code. And just so you know, there's more than just the alphabetic order in terms of decoding words. In Hebrew, there's 14 ways to decode the Hebrew language. There's just as many in English. And the 4 ciphers you really want to know are the alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. Like, check this out. Holiday 74. Think about this nation's birthday, July 4th. Independence Day with the alphabetic order and rules of numerology, 74. So the difference from the alphabetic order to the alphabetic order with the rules of numerology is, see down here, I's the 9th letter, N's the 14th letter, but the numerology of 14 is 1 plus 4 is 5. So you just make each letter a single-digit number. P, the 16th letter, 1 plus 6 is 7. So P's 7 here. Here, P is 16. That's the difference. So Independence Day, 74. But here's the point I wanted to make. What's the most Jewish neighborhood in the United States of America? It's Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn, New York, 74. And my book, where it was for sale through Etsy, where it had been up for a year, where it had, hundreds of positive reviews, 8,000 sales, just erased in the blink of an eye, just for putting the information about how the Holocaust was written about before the Holocaust even happened. And in my book, my language is very careful. I say, this book isn't an attack on Jewish people. Most Jewish people are perfectly fine people. But there's a certain group referenced in Revelation that go by the title, the Synagogue of Satan. And notice this 223 gematria over here. The Synagogue of Satan. 223, just like Brooklyn, New York. And it's in Philadelphia, or a letter to the Church of Philadelphia from Revelation. In the letter written to the Church of Philadelphia, it addresses the Synagogue of Satan. These numbers are not an accident. These numbers are used again and again in rituals to torment the people of the world, from censorship to false flag propaganda. Go look at the addresses of the two churches that were shot up on Friday, March 15th in Christ Church. The first address was 101, the Al-Nouri Mosque, and then the Linwood Mosque was at the address 223, and not by accident. Ides of March is 101. The shooting was on the Ides of March, the 74th day of the year, the same day we got banned. If you missed my work on this, go check it out. There's a whole lot more to it. But a Christchurch shooting targeting mosques throughout the world, the Synagogue of Satan controlling media, government, and using their minions to create this propaganda to divide the people of the world. And that's also what my book's about, showing people how these agendas are waged by the numbers, by a repetitive set of code, repetitive set of numbers. And far too many people in the truth community are neglecting this knowledge. I don't think Owen Benjamin's ever talked about gematria. I see he's caught up in the psyop. I see he's caught up in divisive rhetoric himself. This guy was getting away with murder. I'm on my 18th YouTube channel, and I never said anything anywhere near as offensive as what this guy says, in most of his podcasts. And this guy also says, this guy was throwing around the N-word like it was nothing in videos. He was saying, I'm not a racist person. Just because black people have an IQ of 85 doesn't mean I'm racist. It doesn't make me racist. That's a fact. He says, go read in the New York Times. Black people have an IQ of 85. So this guy was doing this kind of stuff on his channel, and he wasn't getting censored, and he was making thousands of dollars per live stream, literally. So it was kind of interesting to go, I'm on my 18th channel. I can't hardly say anything, even as kosher as I speak. And this guy, because he's he's been in Hollywood, he seems to be able to get away with whatever he wants. Well, that all changed on the 74th day of the year. And Owen, now you know why. And really, man, for this lesson, I'd appreciate if you, you stop pandering to... Oh, never mind, man. You do what you're going to do. But if you're going to be the type of person that says, the New York Times says black people have an IQ of 85, so it's true. I mean, it's just sad, man. I mean, you're going to question the media, but you're just going to use things like that as facts. It's actually, somebody recommended your channel, and the first time I ever tuned in, that's what you were talking about. And I thought, my goodness, this is what's popular, huh? Oh well, we'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. Until next time.